Hey Oak Park, thanks for tuning in to this video where I try to keep us up to date on some of the ththings going on at the church. And so I'm just going to jump right in and share some of those things. Coming up here on March 12th, we're going to have our men's breakfast. And so guys, I hope you plan to attend. Kirby's always got a good program set up for us. We'll have Pastor Brian sharing with us. And so I look forward to being there with you. 8 a.m. on March 12th. The next Sunday, on the 13th, is our family business meeting. Those are always an enjoyable time where we get to fellowship and share a meal together, get to bring in some new members, and also I hope to have lots of updates on the mission front in keeping you all informed about how some of our mission efforts are going and hear from some of our missionaries and those who we hope to be sending out. So stay tuned for details there. And believe it or not, we're encroaching upon Easter. Easter, I know, is not till April 17th, but would encourage you to be thinking about who you might want to invite to come to church on Easter. And maybe that person you've been praying with the Go and Tell board and you got on that board, I want to encourage you to invite them. I was just looking at some of the statistics that it ranged from 70 to 80% of people who are unchurched are willing to go to church if a friend, family member, or neighbor asks them. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of astonishing. I don't feel like that's the case, but it certainly seems to be. And most people seem to come to church based on the invitation. So I want to encourage us as we think about Easter, as we're praying, as the sun's coming out, the weather's getting nicer, and we start seeing our neighbors again. Maybe you had a new neighbor move in and you haven't talked to them. Invite them to church, and we'll probably have some invite cards and things like that in the coming weeks that you can use to that end. And I am encouraged though, because apparently some of you are inviting people. We're certainly seeing an influx of guests. We've been seeing that for quite some time. And so we've been having a large gatherings each Sunday, and they seemingly keep growing. And so you might have showed up this Sunday, thought you would arrive on time and be able to get a seat in the worship center, and found that there were no more seats to be had. So let this be an encouragement to you to get here early, and tell you what, you could come to discipleship classes. New rounds are starting this Sunday. And when those are over, you got 30 minutes before the service starts that you can get a seat in the worship center. Of course, we got the overflow in case you are lagging a little bit behind, but that's just an encouragement to arrive early so that you can get a seat, because we certainly are having a lot more attendees and guests than we've had in a very long time. So very encouraging about that. Well, this Sunday we'll be in Daniel 6. We're on the other half of our series on Daniel. Got 5 more sermons. I love the story of Daniel in the lion's den. In particular, I love how King Darius cries out into the tomb the morning after Daniel's been sentenced to the pit. And he cries out to Daniel and says, "Daniel, has your God whom you serve continually been able to save you?" And just really raises that question. Is God able to save? And of course, He is. And I'm looking forward to us diving into this text and seeing the great power and might of our God who is able to save. And so look forward to being with you this Sunday in Daniel 6.